Welcome YouTube to my channel. Welcome to my first episode of my channel. I decided to make a YouTube channel because we've got a lot of projects here at this shop and I thought it'd be cool to document it. So right off the bat, you see this F100, well, it was an F100 monster truck going on here. It's actually sitting on a Chevy 1500 frame. I believe it's from an early 2000s Chevy 1500. It is getting a lot of work done to it. As you can see, it's on jack stands. It's actually in a lowered position at the moment because it will sit a little bit higher than that off the ground from the tires. Right now, we've got a couple of things going on. We're pushing the motor around. It's gonna change. The whole front end's gonna change, in fact. It is getting some new suspension, so we're throwing out this setup here. I've actually got the suspension right over here. So over here, we have nice, shiny, new suspension. Big and fancy, super cool. This truck has a 5.9 Cummins turbo. It's pretty neat. It gets about 5,000 miles per gallon. I have no idea what kind of power it pushes, if I had to be honest. I'm not gonna hop up in there right now just because it's on jack stands and I don't feel like tipping it over. It is not exactly bottom heavy. As you can see, it's very top heavy. So very neat. This is just one of the cool projects we have going on at the moment. My project I've got going on at the moment is this one. I have not even started it yet. So this is what I will be documenting first. Right here is an FA24 out of a GR86. It has 4,000 miles on the motor. It's not perfect. You can see this has been ripped out on accident. It's the only part of the whole wiring harness that is messed up. Very sad. Another problem I found, well, potential problem, there's a fat dent in the oil filter here, which is kind of concerning. It's huge. It's about like a thumb. It's perfectly my thumb. Down here, I am missing the oil pump, or water pump, sorry. That's fine. I've got, my original motor with 6,000 miles on it, blown up, mind you. There is some metal shavings in here. I'm wondering if possibly it was a front end collision on this motor. Maybe the oil pump broke and that's why they took it off. Or water pump, my goodness. Other than that, I would say this motor is in, great shape. It's getting dusty just from sitting here. This was not like this a couple weeks ago. That's just from it sitting here. So very clean motor. Again, only 4,000 miles. That'll be the first project I document, along with obviously this, because it's going on right now. This is not my build. This is a friend of mine. So he'll give plenty more details over it and kind of show us what we're doing here. We have already done a couple of things on this. I know we rebuilt the axle knuckle housings here on both sides, and then we have swapped whatever this thing is. I don't even know what this is. I don't know what's up with the green theme either. Kind of interesting. I don't think he meant to go with a green theme. I think it just kind of happened. If you ask me, the F100 is a little bit ugly, and I don't think this is actually an F100 front end. I think that this, the cab and the bed, is F100. And it's been cut, so if you look way up into there, it was cut, it was dropped, cut top or whatever you want to call it. And personally, I don't think it was done very well, but that's okay. I wouldn't be able to do any bit of a better job myself, so I can't judge that at all. I don't think this is actually an F100 front end. I think it's another Ford front end, which is neat. But if you ask me, I don't really like the rat rod look. It's not really my thing, and not in this sense at least. I think a rat rod not rusty is pretty cool, but this just kind of seems a little bit ugly. It's super, nothing is straight at all. Hello Kitty sticker or whatever that is, lovely. There's Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah. There's like some sort of a bullet hole deal going on over here. I'm not sure what all this is about, if it's even a bullet hole. So if you ask me, I would do like a fiberglass body. That would be my thing. I would assume that they're pretty cheap to pick up. He seems to think that they are going to be very expensive. So he's just gonna keep putting on metal bodies as he goes through them. Alright, next project. We got some cool motorcycles. Neat. None of these are mine. Mine is at home right now. I have a little tiny Ninja. I do want an Indian Scout Bobber. I think that'd be pretty sweet. If you ask me, this is probably my favorite one. I don't know. I just love the flames. That 2001 look. This is one of my projects. This is a CD01 transmission out of my 350Z that I no longer have. I smashed it into a wall with some anger management, I guess you could say. And the result of that anger management therapy cost me a car. So someone threw something at my car on the road, and yeah, I wasn't too pleased. And then I lost it and regained control on the highway after doing like a $120, but then I kind of freaked out and was like, screw this, I'm gonna put it in the wall. But this transmission was pulled out well before I crashed the car, and it's got about 200,000 miles on it. All that happened, I was slamming through gears, and I went from 5th to 6th, and I went a little too fast, I guess, and it got stuck in 5th permanently. I broke the linkage. I do actually have it pulled apart. Just kind of what I was showing here. I'm not gonna pull it apart right now because I'm one-handed at the moment holding my phone for this. So, but the linkage is broken. It's stuck in 5th gear permanently at the moment. I can't seem to find the part on the internet, so we're gonna have to make it by hand, and that'll be neat. And we'll get to show you guys how to do that too. 4-wheeler, square body, not really a square body, it's like a 99 or whatever. This is a Vortec. It is a 6-cylinder Vortec, and, well, no, this one is out of a truck. This one's gonna go and convert to propane. Once it converts to propane, it will go inside this forklift. And so I think it'd be really cool to demonstrate that process, how to make that go to propane, and then, you know, how to pull it out and put it back in. That'd be pretty cool. Neat content. That is my 4-wheeler in the back, little tiny 250 4-stroke. You may have seen that little green truck up there, or looks green. It was an Ecotec motor, it was at least. It got a fresh rebuild on the motor from scratch. I kind of missed that build. Sadly, I was full-time in school at the moment and doing a full-time job as well. So I did miss this one, sadly. But it is going to go in there, which will be neat, and we can do that. It was Ecotec deleted or whatever. Over here is the machine shop. This is an original Ford Model A. This is not a kit car. This is an actual original 1928 and a half Ford Model A. All original parts, every single one of them. Completely original Ford Model A. Maybe the light in there. Nope. Okay. It does run and drive, so that is neat. It runs and drives pretty well, actually. Doesn't need much to get going. There is an entire second side of the shop just past, not that door, but on that other side of the wall. I'm not gonna go over there. It just holds more junk. It basically looks like this picture right here of just random stuff. That's my toolbox, so you'll see me over here all the time. I do not have a light for you guys. Old 4Runner, really neat. That's my GR86. It's been back here for about a month now. It died about a year ago today. Well, not today, but about early January. Can't really see it, it's too dark. Yeah, they got me doing 7,200 RPM and said I misused the car. It has less than 6,000 miles and 3 oil changes done to it. One at 1,000, another at I think like 3,500 or 4,000, and another one done right when it blew up, actually, on the way to the dealership at 6,000, almost 6,000 miles, and it blew up on the way there. And I wasn't actually pushing on the way there. They said I did that 7,200 RPM one time back at like 4,000 miles. So yeah, kind of a scam. It's a whole deal going on with these cars. It really sucks because I fully trimmed this out. It's a premium. It's got the fancy weighted shifter and stuff from factory. Really about all the options you can get on this thing, to be honest, is just get a premium with a weighted shifter. Hey, there's the tires for the monster truck. I knew I'd find them one day. They were around here somewhere. So, I mean, a stack of 4 tires is almost taller than me. I'm 6'2", and I would say that's about 6 foot worth of wheels and tires. Random storage containers full of parts. Random 1970s military convoy parts. More monster truck tires. I know it's dark out here. Sorry, guys. It's also freezing, so sorry for my shaky voice. 1970s military convoy again. The actual thing. We used to have 2 of them. We just got rid of one. They do not run. They don't have a motor in them. Neither one of them. Well, again, the other one we don't have anymore. We just got rid of it. So yeah, this is my YouTube channel. And that was a little walk around of our shop. About half the shop, just because the other half is even more storage on top of a lot of, piles of junk. This is a Cincinnati Bickford. It is the second biggest drill in the world, drill press. Pretty neat. Got it for like $500 because it has a problem. Super neat. So yeah, that is my YouTube channel. We'll get a lot of this monster truck content that'll be here forever and ever. Again, we did not actually build this here monster truck. We bought it, and pretty much bought it like this, other than we had to fix both knuckles. We actually had a tire completely come off, and not just the way you see Monster Jam, where, oh, he did a big flip and then the tire came off, the wheel and tire just came off completely. No, we took it outside down the street, turned it around, and it just fell off. So we realized they were bad, and so those have been replaced. Rears will be next. And yeah, the motor's getting shifted, suspension. We'll have other great things, and then the Suburban out there will also get monster trucked, but it'll get a custom built frame like our first one did. We won't likely do the whole reusing the frame and then welding onto it method. So yeah, that's my YouTube channel. That's my first episode of my YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, join me in my long adventure. See you guys.